So we're here in Duxbury with Paul, and Paul's going to bevac a swarm out of a somewhat difficult nook and cranny on the side of a protruding gable that has a entrance that kind of complicates the situation. So, but with his bevac, he can get at it almost from the ground and suck them right out of there and probably be out of here in 10-15 minutes. So right now he's just taping sections of bevac hose together. There's the swarm. As you can see, it's in a somewhat difficult location, but it's a healthy, at least 3-pound swarm. There's at least a package of bees there. Might even be 5 pounds.
Hey guys.
So
Morning. How are you? Good. Boy, all last night, I'll tell you what, I had itchy bejeebies.
well, it's not a big worry.
I found that out because when I heard them, I was in the bathroom and I looked out, came outside, and I was like, wow, none of them came in. So I was curious of what they were. They looked like yellow jackets because they were so small.
Yeah. Well, they get some people confuse bees get a bad rap because they get blamed for what yellow jackets do.
Yeah, I stepped on a nest and got bit 136 times.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends do. A couple of my friends do make their own honey.
Yeah. Well, that's what happened a couple of years ago to a guy that was mowing his lawn.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I actually contacted the media and explained that it wasn't bees, it was yellow jackets. That yellow jackets live in the ground and bees don't. And well, the primary consideration has to be for the guy's family because they lost their father and brother and husband.
Is Paul right
The
here?
bees are getting a bad rap,
Paul, I have a shop vac that's a little bigger than that, or is that too much?
This one is to reduce
Special.
the suction, so
Right, so you don't hurt him?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He's got like air holes around it, and he's got it. You reduce the suction to the lowest possible
So you
level.
don't kill 'em.
Yep.
Right.
Sometimes what they'll do is put they'll make a little adjustment slider that you can do that with. But the trick is to get it so you're using the least possible suction possible. That way you get the queen out of there and have very little.
I saw that, and you know what? I went out for a while, and I said, you know what? This is way above my pay grade. You know what? I'm going to put those 2 cans of Raid away. It's not going to wind up well.
Well, we appreciate you not taking the Raid to them because.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple girls I know besides Jenny, they do make their own honey and do this. You know, and, yeah.
So I'm videoing this now, and Paul's suiting up over here.
Yeah. Paul, you're a man of means. I'm telling you.
What time did you text Jenny?
This morning early.
Okay, because the timestamp on my phone, she texted after you texted her and it said 4:30. Jenny.
Jenny's a sweetheart. She's good people.
Yeah, I've known the Freitas all my life.
Auto sports. Is that something you're involved
Paul's got a nice simple setup here with a small shop vac
They were all growing like
that he's cut
and then I went,
holes in the side to reduce the suction on the vacuum cleaner to the correct level of suction that'll capture the bees with the least amount of collateral damage. And simplicity is elegance, and this is a nice little system he's got here.
yeah, now I have a play around. I have 70 Volvo P1800.
So he's almost suited up over there, and we'll get to the fun part in just a minute or two.
Driving around town.
560.
Just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, seeing as if you're allergic, definitely. One of the things about swarms, though, is they're all discombobulated and confused, so they're usually not that aggressive.
Yeah.
Is the
Yeah,
outdoor?
none of them came in that open window yesterday.
That's good. Is the outdoor plug switched or?
Do you need juice?
Yeah.
Let me let me get you some juice.
I plugged in over here, but it doesn't seem.
Yeah, that one's right. I got you right here.
Which way is he gonna go?
So it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood here in Duxbury. It's cool, dry, sunny. The bees are up there in that corner, and they're not really looking like they're about to move right away. So I think Paul got here right in time. This is a classic optimal situation.
If it reaches, I'll go right here.
So he's got enough extension so he can leave the back right on the ground. And,
Oh, he's delicate, isn't he? Is this the biggest colony than what you're used to seeing?
this is a nice size one. There's
Okay.
anywhere from 3 to 5 pounds of bees in there, which is within the range of what we call bee packages that we buy.
Wow.
So this is a nice healthy swarm. Some beekeeper that's not too far away is probably bummed,
Yeah.
because the odds are that this came from somebody's hive that's not too far away from here.
Right.
One of the things is that there aren't a lot of feral
Yeah.
bees that overwinter anymore because of all the mites and stuff that they have to be managed in order to survive.
Yeah. Right.
So
I've heard similar.
So he's making good progress up there. He's got a
Paul with his hazmat suit up there. How many thousands of bees is that? You know, I mean, don't come within 2,000. Is it 5,000?
well, a 3-pound package is about 10,000 bees.
That's about 10,000 bees.
At least.
At least.
Yeah. And as you can see, even though, I mean, they're not really getting very excited even
Right.
with what he's doing.
Because the suction is so low and it's
Yep. And, I mean, sometimes they'll be on a wall like right here,
yeah.
and you can walk up to them with a paper box and just slide the box up underneath, and they drop right into the whole ball of bees will drop right into the box, and then you close up the box, you get yourself a box of bees, you take them home and dump them in the hive.
A bag.
Yeah. I got a
That's amazing.
I got one of those Cerealite plastic things in there that I filled with holes. I keep some of my gear in it, and then if there's a swarm, I just dump the stuff out and use that in those situations.
Yeah.
And that's good for those simple ones. Or you know, a lot of times they'll be in a tree, and they could be less than 10 feet off the ground. You can grab them with a step ladder.
Yeah. I knew that was going to be a tough reach.
Oh yeah.
At first I was thinking about I'd be able to hang out that middle window and possibly
Yeah, no way.
get to them. Then Eddie said, those are honeybees, you know what? Have you touched them yet? And I said, no way. He says, good.
Well, actually, they're not really usually that aggressive. People,
These are yellow jackets.
you can stick your bare hands in the middle of the ball of bees and try to find the queen. Sometimes it's not recommended, but I mean,
you'd be getting stung right now. You know, normally, with your average wasp corner of a yellow jacket.
oh yeah, if those were yellow jackets, we'd be running.
Yeah, exactly. Literally.
If you had a pool, we'd probably jump in.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I stepped in the fall. I was out cutting trees down over there, and I stepped on the nest with yellow jackets. Got bit 136 times.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you get a reaction from it?
Nope, not at all. The doctor couldn't believe I drove to the hospital. I had those old holy jeans on that had holes everywhere. I was working in the woods, so you got up in beneath my underwear and everything, and the doctor was shocked. Couldn't believe it. I grew up in the woods, so my daughter saw this. They'd never want to be here again. They really could.
Well, the thing is, they're not going to get in the house.
That's all blown insulation, so.
So it looks like this is going to happen, and oh, he's just tamping them down. Okay. He just gently tapped the bee vac on the ground to drop the ball of bees down into the bottom of it.
Yep. just hit me in the face. They are not aggressive, huh? Oh God, huh? You're not used to seeing something like that. You getting ample?
You lose the suction, there's so many of them.
Watch it.
This is such a big swarm that Paul might have to do this in two
Right.
things. I got a feeling he's probably gonna take that over and. Do you want something to put those in, Paul?
Oh, I can put them in the blue bucket if I have to.
I got a Cerealite thing that's drilled full of holes if you want to use that.
Sticking on there like magnets.
Oh yeah. Well, the queen's probably up
Protected
there
and buried.
in that right in the where it meets somewhere in that
That
top
corner.
of that triangle there.
Yep.
They're going to stick like glue to her.
Really?
Yeah. One of the ways you can approach this is if you can get the queen, and we got these little things that look like hair, women's hair things, and you grab the queen, what we call a queen catcher, and then you put the queen in a small hive.
And they dissipate?
And nope, they'll march right in. You just leave it there.
Oh.
Like if you had to do a cutout or something, you could. One way of doing it would be if you can get the queen and put her in there, and have it sitting up on a stepladder near where they all are. They'll go right. They'll follow her right in there.
Where's my clock?
Find it.
So he's back in business. So this actually illustrates one of the things that happens in beekeeping, where not everything always goes as planned, and
Mr. Murphy's always following.
yeah, Mr. Murphy's always there, and so you just deal with it.
Yeah.
He's got about 80% of them. So
Would you say that much?
maybe, yeah, but
Yeah.
maybe not quite that much. At least 2/3 of them.
Yeah. It's starting to get a little more testy.
Yeah. They are starting to get a little, some of them are getting down here and they're getting a little bit aggravated here, so I'm going to step over here and get a veil so that I can keep filming this. I'm going to stop this and then start it again.
Oh, you said you have a bee bucket?
Yeah, I got a little cerealite box you could probably use over here. I just got to dump the stuff out of it. I think I have it. Yeah, there it is. This is such a big package that Paul's bee vac can't really handle the whole thing. So I'm gonna lend him this so he's probably going to dump them in here, and then you just use this bungee.
Not really that many yet.
Well, the system was clogging up, so we got like I'd say 90% of them, 80% of them in this cerealite bucket with the holes in it. Hopefully that'll resolve the suction issues. Paul will go back up there and get the last 10% of them, which probably includes the queen. I got a feeling that the queen is probably in that little triangle right up there under that overhang where the soffit meets the cable there. Because that ball of bees that's left there is you know, sticking pretty tight to that corner. So there goes Paul again. He's back up there, and hopefully he should be able to polish this off now. Yeah, it looks like it's working pretty good now.
out this year.
So he's zeroing in on the last of them here. Like we said before, he's probably getting near the queen. My guess is that she's up there in that tight little ball up there. Of course, could be anywhere, but could be over in the cerealite box, I suppose. But they're sticking pretty tight together up there, so I'm guessing maybe she's up there. You want that extra length of tubing?
Well, yeah, the rigid one.
This one here?
Yeah.
He's putting that extra length of tubing on to get the last of them. That'll give him just enough reach to get the rest of the way up there.
Okay, I'll say that's 9/10.
Whoops. He's almost done. He just had a little wardrobe malfunction with the hose.
Yeah,
But,
it always happens in the last stretch.
there's just a little bit of cleanup to be done. They could already have the queen,
Yeah.
although she could still be up there, so he's going to want to go back up there and
We'd be scattering a little bit if you get the queen already, right?
probably, yeah, they might not hang so tight. I don't know. Depends.
Boy, they have attributes, don't they?
Oh, yeah. But from your perspective, the problem's like 98% solved right now.
Right. I could blast that and run right now if I thought I saw it. I didn't know.
Well,
I made a couple phone calls first. Because you know what? That's what I did anyhow. Because they did not. I heard them, but they had not formed yet.
yeah.
Then I did my research, and it said early in the morning, you know what, or at night is the best time because they're settled.
There is a, I think there's a couple of hives down on Elm Street.
Yeah.
So that's close
Yes,
enough.
That's right.
And I don't know about on Soul Ave.
No,
I don't know if there's anybody over on Landing Road.
No, there definitely isn't. I can pretty much tell you that for certain. I don't know if down by Chucky Nutt's house down back there or something. But they had to travel. How far will they travel usually beyond when they escape the nest?
Well, they can go quite a ways. I'm not exactly sure, but I mean it's you know they could go up to a few miles.
Right.
No. I'm guessing it's like about halfway down Elm Street. It's halfway between the Tinkertown sign and
I know what you're talking about. When 9/11 happened, I was out in California with my wife. We flew out the weekend before, and we were out flying. This is before 9/11 happened, a couple of days beforehand, flying over from John Wayne, taxiing out in John Wayne. We hit a bunch of killer bees.
Oh wow, yeah.
And they hit the aircraft, and all you could hear was from the props hitting from the bees. And we called that into the tower, but that was a swarm of killer bees.
Yep, that they have around here. The only way we get those is if one of the commercial guys has a hot box, because they don't overwinter up here.
Yeah.
But those guys take their hives down south for the winter, and to like Florida and Louisiana.
Yeah.
So they can end up with a hot box. It could end up in a bog up here or something.
Right.
I think that's what happened out in Halifax a few years ago when the lady and her dog got attacked.
Yeah.
Unless the dog was going over and jumping up on the entrance, then it's up. So he is 99% done. He may be done. I would say he would have the queen by now.
Let them regroup.
Yeah.
He's probably going to let him regroup a little bit and then maybe go clean up a little bit more. But
If they regroup, that'll tell you queen's still there.
There'll still be some pheromones from the queen there.
Yeah.
So, Paul's just finishing up here. He took a break for a minute to let the last of them recluster, and he's just going around one last time to get the as many of the stragglers as he can, and then he'll come back later today to see if the rest of the stragglers that are in flight have balled up, and he'll grab the last of it, and he'll have he will have gotten over 99% of them this way. And that's not bad. It's probably less than the amount of bees you'd sacrifice for an alcohol wash that get left behind. And the whole colony's been saved. So All in all, that's not bad. So you'll just leave those in there and
Drive right over and put them right in my
and
hive.
dump them in the Cerealite box in. You probably dump this one in first because the queen might be in there, right?
Yeah.
And then dump the other box in. And
Wow. If you heft this,
so you think there's some serious weight in there then?
Yeah.
So the bulk of them are actually in here,
yep.
and the ones that went into the Cerealite container were probably the lesser amount. So it probably is a good 3 to 5 pound, you know, like a full package of bees.
Yep. Quite a few.
So, well, thanks,
Is
Paul.
it all right if I leave the hoses and the ladder and I'll come back this afternoon and clean up if there are any left?
Absolutely.
So that's a wrap. Swarm Adventures in Duxbury. We'll try to get this up on YouTube for everybody's viewing enjoyment.